Okay, so hi everyone. So once again, welcome to the weekly chart analysis that will give us a direction. I'm sure that you already have a very clear picture of entry. We posted a new video of entry strategy that is now updated. So looking through the charts, that's why I'm a little bit late. Looking through the chart, one thing that I would like you to understand about market is that there's a need for patience. And despite the fact that we use candlesticks, which is, it makes trading, or especially the direction, much more easier. You know, many people go into so many checking structures and all of that, before they can know the direction of the market, which is absolutely correct. But for us, if you are trading weekly, we can easily just look into the candlestick for the week with some other factors that needs to be considered and predict the direction. Then the next thing we now go for is to look at where do we enter the market. So I look at the market, and there's a lot of issues in the market considering the global what is going on globally in some areas in the country that is affecting almost some major currencies. Now, we are going to look at some few pairs that I think I would like to analyze. So pairs like JBP, JPY. So let's look into that. So we are trading in the direction of weekly candlesticks. So this is our weekly candlesticks. And but before we go into the weekly, this is our monthly candlestick. So first we have, let's do that quickly. So the first thing we do is to see where the market is presently and see if there's a level, because that will help us to know if the market has reached its destination or not. So we have a level here. Then we also have a level here. So let's clone this and let's take this here. So you can see, so these are our two key levels. So right now the market is at a very wonderful level. So, but we have a level here. So if this market is turning from here, okay, so if the market is turning from here to go down, then we are looking into, let's see, another level. Let's clone another level. Let's clone another level. So we put it, sorry. So we look into this space. Okay, so we look into this space. Remember, we are dealing here with a monthly time frame. Okay, we're dealing here with a monthly time frame. Okay, sorry. Let's do something. Okay, so so this is our monthly key levels. We are marking it here. So meaning that if the market moves from here, if the market moves from here, is coming to this area. If it breaks here, is coming to this area. Now, we're going to look at it according to candlesticks, but this is monthly. So according to candlesticks, where are we? We are actually at a level. right now. Okay, but what is the candlestick telling us? So let's go into weekly. So in our weekly chart, what do we see? Okay, so in our weekly chart, I'm seeing something very interesting. I'm seeing something very interesting. What am I seeing that is interesting me? Now, I see that the market came to this area. You see this strong selling candle from this level, okay? But after that, I'm seeing a green candle. Then I'm seeing another green candle. Then I'm seeing another green candle, okay? I'm seeing another green candle. And this is a key level. So the way this market is moving, I'm seeing something like a momentum. The buyers are gathering momentum, but this is where sellers are. So I will expect the market to come to this area. Either it comes here to make another signal to come down, or he comes here to go up in this direction. So where are we right? We are the middle. So we can actually look for a buy opportunity from here to here. Why? Because of the fact that I am seeing three bullish candle showing that the buyers are actually strong. So this is where sellers are. So now that I know that we are here and this is one area, so we will add a trade from here. When we get here, we'll look at it whether the market will reverse here or the market will go here. So now let's go to our daily candlesticks and see if, because this is weekly, and see if we can take a buy. Now on our daily, what are we seeing? Now, something is interesting here from our daily candlestick. If you zoom very well, you could see that from our daily candlestick, we have some market structure. Okay, market got to this area and went up again. Then he came down again. He went up again to that area. So, but based on this market structure, the market came here and broke this level. Okay. So since the market broke this level, we are looking at the market going up. But unfortunately, we have a level here. So the market got to this level. Okay, it came down a little bit and it's going back to that level again. Okay. So what are we seeing here? We have a level here that is a level of concern. Is this market going to go down here or the market going to go up here? That's the question we are looking at on a daily candlesticks. Now, on that same daily candlesticks, if you look at it very carefully, let's zoom out, we see sellers here. Sellers are here based on this strong candle, and this is a level. Okay, sellers are here. So, but the sellers that came in here, they push the market here and they struggle, then the buyers are trying to. So the buyers of the previous candle is going up. So the chances are that this level can be a level where the market will come down on a daily, but on a weekly is going up. On a monthly is going up. So here we have an issue here. So now let me go into a lower time frame and see if we can actually get the market to give us a signal. Okay. So we already know that we are looking into opportunity to buy. Okay. So here, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing the market at that same level on a 4 hours. That same level on the 4 hours. So this level could come down this way a little bit, either to this level and pull off, or it will just go up here. Okay. Now, if this analysis was made earlier, was yesterday's candle, will have got into this market from here because this candle made a new low. We couldn't have entered at the close of this candle. We'll have looked for opportunity to buy here so that we can get into here. But right now that the market is at this level, we have to allow the market to give us a signal. Either it pulls back a little bit before we take a buy. So now let me look for my area of interest, probably in a lower time frame, or let me even see what is happening on my entry strategy. On the entry strategy, remember we are going to buy, and we don't buy when the market is buying. Okay, we don't buy when the market is buying. So this is what we have here. The market is actually, going this way. The structure is up. Okay, so we have an uptrend here. So what we are looking for is the market to come down a little bit, then give us an uptrend. So for GBP, JPY, we actually don't have. I'm going to watch out and see what happened later. The market could come to this area, okay, get to this area and pull back again before we can look for a buy opportunity. Either we look for a buy opportunity around here or we look for a buy opportunity around here. Either of the two places. So for now, let me put the level here. Okay, or here. Yeah, here is more realistic to buy. Why? Because I'm seeing a previous level here. Remember, we enter from, okay. So this market, I'm expecting it to probably break this area here, touches here, then maybe we go up a little bit and come back, then we can buy. So this is what we have on GBP, JPY. And so we are going to continue to study it. I will give you an update on that. Like I said to you, the market has some issues right now. And one other thing I want to say to you is that despite the fact that we predict candlesticks, it doesn't mean we go with every candlestick. There are situations in the market where you see a candle and the way the candle forms, you need another candle to give you a confirmation. Okay, so let's go into another chart. Let's go to another chart. So let's go to another chart. I'm going to go into Aussie USD. Okay, Aussie USD, monthly Aussie USD. Now, for Aussie USD, let's go to monthly and see what the candle is telling us. Many of them are giving us the same because of what is happening in the market. Now, on a monthly candle with Aussie USD, now what do you see here? You see a level here. But like I always say to you, this is a candle, this is a candle, this is a third candle. So you are seeing three candles here, but actually stopping at this level. So chances are that the market will come down here because this is also a level. This is also another level. But right now, we are at the level. Okay? So based on candlesticks, the market is expected to sell maybe to this area before it pulls up again. Okay? And at the same time, if you look at the structure on a monthly, you see the market going this way, made a double bottom here, it went up, came down, double top here, he went down and broke the structure, okay, down, then he went up again, he broke this structure here, so he's here. So the market is likely going to come down a little bit and go up. Now, what we are saying is that we are predicting candles and we are considering other factors. So what do we see here on a monthly candlestick? On a monthly candlestick, there's an issue because there is a level here, there's a level here. The market closed very strongly. So we need confirmation on a monthly. So let's go to weekly. Maybe we'll be able to see something very, very interesting. Now, on a weekly, you see the level we drew here. On a weekly, the candle that we saw here, very interesting here. The candle we saw here, this level candle, strong selling candle, strong selling candle. You see that? Now, let me show you what happened at this area. Now, at this area, what do you see? Weak selling candles. The only selling candle we have was last week, which is a very weak selling candle. What does that suggest to us? It suggests the fact that the market really wants to break here. And if the market breaks here, what does that mean to us on a monthly? Let's see on a monthly, let's see where we are going. So on a monthly, on a monthly, so on a monthly, what do we see? This is a very, very powerful level here because this level is valid here, it's valid here, and it's valid here. Okay, and the structure has been broken here. So it's giving us a sign of going up and go to this level. But let's see on the weekly. Like I said, we've checked it, and the weekly is telling us that the market wants to go up. Now, on the monthly, the market is at a level strong. Okay, so this is what we have on a weekly. So this was last week. So this was a candle for last week showing a very weak selling candle. Okay, very weak selling candle. Now, this candle is already forming. It's either we wait for this candle to form. If it gives us a very strong bullish candle, then we know this level is going to break. But we still have from here, from this, now, this is a very first sign that the market is going to be buying, because from the previous area, we saw weakness and weakness, and we saw strength and strength, but here we're seeing weakness. So here, I would like to go to daily and see what will happen. Now, on a daily candle, let's see what we have on a daily candle. On this daily candle now, we are going to check how the candle performs. Now we see this candle, new low, new low, new low. Then this candle made, it couldn't make a new low, but at the same time couldn't make a new high. Then this one made a new low, a new low. Then this one couldn't make a new low, and at the same time couldn't make a new high. So we are seeing buyers here. So unfortunately, the candle that formed today is trying to buy. So here we'll still have some issues with this trade here, because this candle started low, lower than this one. Okay, even though we know it was Sunday, so it's a jump. So there's a lot of issues around this candle too. So I think we should leave this analysis, no trade. If it closes very strongly, then we can come back to this one. So let's go to the last one. USD CHF is what I'm looking at. Now, with USD CHF, let's go for monthly. Now, with our monthly candle, we have our level here, a very strong level here, okay? And the overall trend, based on structure, you can see the market coming. So it already broke this area. So it's a downtrend, and we are seeing the market also giving us a very strong, a very momentum. Let me show you what I mean by momentum here. You can see momentum here. This is sellers, new low, but this one couldn't make a new low. But the new low, new low, new low. So this one couldn't make a new low, and at the same time couldn't make a new high. So this one is a buying candle, but there's a level here. So what does that suggest to me? Based on candlesticks, monthly is going to be selling. Monthly is going to be selling. Okay? Why? Because this is candle, the last candle couldn't make a new low, but at the same time couldn't make a new high. It's a selling candle. So sellers will still continue. That's what it means on a monthly. Now, let's go to weekly and see. Now, for my weekly, I'm seeing something very interesting here. From my weekly, I'm saying that yes, the candlestick also is showing me the opportunity to, is a downtrend, okay? But this level has been broken here, okay? So look at the way this candle performed. Now, this candle couldn't make a new low, and it made a new high. So based on this candle, the market is likely going to come to this area and before selling, because it made a new high, it couldn't make a new low. Okay, so on a weekly, the market is likely going to go to this area before selling. Okay, so let's look at it on a daily. Now it becomes very clearer on a daily. Okay, it becomes very clearer on a daily. What am I seeing on a daily? That's the market that touched this area, new high, then this one couldn't make a new high, made the new low, made a new high, couldn't make a new low, then this one made a new low. Then this is a candle that forms right now that is going. Okay, so I'll prefer this market to go up here. I would like to sell from this area. So here also, I don't have even though this one is already making new low, but this one looks like Sunday. So whatever happens on Sunday cannot be trusted. So let's allow this market to form today completely. Maybe it will go up here, then we can look for opportunity to sell. So this is what we have on Aussie USD. So we don't have any signal. It happens like that. So we're going to move from here and we go into synthetic. Okay. Somebody is saying gold. Okay, let's try gold and see. So let's go to gold. So on the gold, let's see weekly. Now on a weekly, we have our levels. We have our levels. Now the amazing part of it let's first of all go to the monthly. Now on a monthly, what we have is we have the privilege based on candlesticks that for the monthly, the market is still going to get to this area. Why? Because we have new highs. We don't have new lows. We don't have new lows. They kept giving us new highs. So this candle was a selling candle, but it couldn't get to this level, but it closed very strongly. So we're expecting this market for this month to get to at least this level. So monthly, we are looking at uptrend for gold. So let's see for weekly. So now on a weekly, something happened. Okay, on a weekly, something happened. What happened? This was a candle for last week. It made a new low compared to this candle. So see, this one made a new low. It's not a very good sign for us. But we have to wait for this candle to give us an idea. If this candle couldn't make a new low and it went up, then we can continue to this area. That's what candlestick is all about. Very simple. So the new low this candle made is what is making us to doubt whether to sell or to buy. But we know overall trend for the monthly is up. And the way this candle is behaving, we know there's a level here and it's trying to show that the market is likely not going to break this level. So we can look into this level on a daily and know what happens. And if you want to risk it, we can buy from this level. So let's go to daily and see what happened. Let's put our mark on that level. So this is the level here, the new lows, okay? So let's see what happened on a daily. Okay, so this is what happened on a daily. So on a daily, we have this level here, this level here. So the market actually sold to that level and is going on. So I'll be looking for opportunity to buy. So let me look into it on my entry time frame, which is 5 minutes. Now, on my 5 minutes, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the market to give me a structure for me to buy. Okay, so this is the lowest level. So the market is doing something. Let's see carefully. So sometimes it has to be like that. Like last week we had a trade that gave us risk to reward 120. It doesn't mean every week we are going to see like that. But I'm going to increase the search. Okay, so this is what we have. We are looking into. We are looking into this level and this level. Okay, that's what we're looking into. So the market is coming. Look at the structure. The market is coming. Made a new low. Market is coming. So it got this to area. This area is likely going to come back again and come this way. Okay, we are looking at this area. When the market comes here and give us a very good structure, that's when we'll buy. So presently, this is for me an opportunity to sell at this area to this point. Okay, yeah, that's opportunity to sell, but I'm not looking for selling. I want to look for buying. So here I'm waiting for the market to come to this area for buy. So we're going to watch out and see how gold performs. So let's go from here to synthetic, especially those who trade synthetics and all of that. Okay, so with synthetics, if I show you the last week trade, let's first and look at it. Look at last week trade. Yes, this is last week trade. Of course, when you have something like this, sometimes you might not want to trade for the whole week again. The last week trade went up and gave us risk to reward 1 to 120, which is crazy. You can see it here. Okay, but that is not what we are here for. We are here for another week. So another week here, I'm looking into 75. Yes. I'm looking into 75. I haven't checked round. I'm looking into 75. So look at 75 weekly candle. Now, 75 weekly candle, I already saw a level here. I also traded this one some weeks ago. We have a double bottom here. So the market has moved, moved from here again. It made a new high, okay? So it moved this last week candle that moved. It couldn't make a new low. It made a new high. So this candle now, I'm expecting the market to buy, okay? On a weekly, I'm looking at buying opportunity because the market couldn't make a new low and it made a new high. Very good. So we're going to daily straight. Daily, and see what we do. So on a daily, what do we have? Good. On a daily, we have our levels. We have our levels on a daily. This is the level that you can see very clearly. You can see the level here. So this was yesterday's candle that it couldn't make a new low, but it couldn't make a new high. So this candle is coming here. So we are looking for buying opportunity around this area. Very, very good. Very, very good. So we now go into our lower time frame. This is the one that is a signal that we can take. We go into our lower time frame and look for opportunity to get into the market. So let's see how the market behaves on a lower time frame. Okay. First and foremost, let's see our level very clearly. Our level very clearly. So this is our level in a very clear way. This is our level. This is our zone. Okay, this is our level where this popular is. So the market will have to get to that level before we start looking for opportunity. Okay, so where is it? Okay, good. So you can see what the market is doing. You can see what the market is doing. So watch out for this. The market is giving us, look at the structure. Look at what the market is doing. Okay, didn't get here. It broke here. It went here. So it's expected to come here. It's when the market gets here, then we now look for our, entry strategy, probably like this. Okay, get to this area. You could go like this, come here the third time, then you can go like this. So look for entry around this area. Around this 36, 64, look at the structure before you get into the market. Okay, look at the structure and look at the entry strategy that we have presented for us. And we look for a buying opportunity and our buying opportunity to which level? Let's see, is weekly. Okay, so let's see. So weekly, we are going to be buying from this area, hopefully to this area first or to this area. And we have a lot of opportunities here. So that's what we have here in the big 75. You see, the market's already giving us a structure here. So we have used our candle to look for opportunity. So this is what we have for this week. If there's anything more, I'm going to send it to you tomorrow. I will get to see how the market closes today to give you an update of if there is a buying opportunity or to check more pairs, or if there's anyone you want us to do, like I said, the entry signal is on our VIP, but I'm going to be posting this one for you to see, every one of you, so that you can see. It's very easy to use candlestick if you learn it. And I suggest that you learn now, that you can still learn from us at a rate that is still very, very affordable before we get into, we don't have much presence on the internet yet. The moment we have much presence, it becomes very, very difficult for many of us to afford. And what I'm targeting is institutional traders. I'm not looking for scalpers. That's why you are seeing us using monthly and weekly. I'm not looking for scalpers. I'm looking for real people who wants to use trading as a major source of income. People who wants to become traders, not just those who wants to just trade like gambling. No. This is institutional trading. People who wants to really trade, real traders. That's what we are focusing on. So, and of course, real traders are very serious traders. So if you are ready to join the community, you can just DM me. Thank you very much, and God bless you.